Local artist Timothy Dowling officially opens his St. Martin Art House and Gallery. Prime Minister of St. Martin says 10-10-10 was a start of a new beginning. And Governor of St. Martin says it is the moment to renew our commitment of our goals. Those are the headlines for Tuesday, October the 13th, 2020. Good evening, viewers. This is SXM Daily News. I'm Valerie Van Putten. And as usual, we have a packed newscast for you this evening, so let's get started. In our first story, Saturday, October the 10th, 2020, marked the 10th anniversary of St. Martin attaining its separate status and becoming a constituent state. Marking the occasion, local leaders commemorated the day with reflection, interviews from the local architects that were instrumental in St. Martin attaining its separate status. Cultural performances were given by St. Martin's creative community. Governor of St. Martin, His Excellency Eugene B. Holliday, in his national address at the 10th anniversary of St. Martin's Constitution Day, the governor gave his address in front of the courthouse, where he said that the day's observance is the moment to renew our local commitment of our goal to country status. It is at that courthouse, the historic location, where we gathered with optimism, where we made the transition from island territory of the Netherlands Antilles to country within the Kingdom of the Netherlands.
Today's observance is a moment to renew our commitment to the goal of country status. That is, to improve the well-being of the people of St. Martin. And this morning, I address you from this historic location at the square in the heart of Philipsburg. It was here that we gathered with optimism and expectations to witness St. Martin's transition from island territory of the Netherlands Antilles to country within the Kingdom of the Netherlands. As the clock struck midnight to welcome October 10th, 2010, we saw the flag of the Netherlands Antilles come down and the flag of St. Martin go up. The excitement, optimism, and enthusiasm of the people present for that historic moment are forever etched in my memory. And I am sure in the memory of all those who witnessed it. The dawning of October 10th, 2010 was the start of a new chapter in St. Martin's journey of self-government. In the next few minutes, I shall highlight some pivotal moments of our island's journey to and experiences with country status. And in doing so, share some thoughts for the further building of our country. In saying that, I hasten to emphasize that these are but highlights, for it would take me days to give you a complete overview of the journey and of our experiences. Based on my experiences of the past 2 decades, I can inform you that the road to country status end of the past 10 years were not smooth. A key moment in the process was the October 30th, 1998 decision of the Island Council of St. Martin to organize the referendum held on June 23rd, 2000. In the referendum, the people voted for St. Martin to become a country within the Kingdom of the Netherlands. On the evening of the outcome of the referendum, there was much excitement and jubilance. In a 2003 lecture, Reflecting on the atmosphere of that evening, I referred to the evening as the Great Bay Dance. The result of the referendum was, as such, the first pivotal moment of our journey to country status. Following the referendum, several target dates as early as April 2002 were set to achieve country status. It would instead take more than 10 years following the referendum.
And still to come, Chairman of Parliament says, we have had our share of challenges, but there is so much more that we can do. And we'll have the details to that story and much more when SXM Daily News returns.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Welcome back, viewers. You're watching SXM Daily News, and I'm Valerie from Pitton. In her address of the 10th anniversary of 10-10-10, Prime Minister of St. Martin, the Honorable Sylvia Jacobs, said that it had been a decade since we embarked on a brand new journey as a constituent state. 10-10-10 was a start of a new beginning. While we had many goals and dreams of grandeur, her hope is that this day would fill each St. Martiner with a sense of hope and pride.
A decade since we embarked on a brand new journey as a constituent state. Affectionately called 10-10-10, it is the start of a new beginning. It provoked in all of us dreams of grandeur and prosperity never seen before. We had hope and belief in ourselves that we could and would achieve and succeed at self-governance. Today, as per our laws, on the second Monday in October, we commemorate the day 10 years ago when the Constitution of St. Martin first came into being. When our first parliamentary meeting was held, a day we, the people of St. Martin, moved into the next level of self-determination. This pivotal point in St. Martin's history came about by choice of the St. Martin people in the year 2000 to take direct control of our destiny and our future. With this in mind, this day, Constitution Day, should fill each St. Martiner with a sense of pride. I read from a translation of the official publication of St. Martin's Constitution. The preamble. We, people of St. Martin, affirm that we acknowledge the guiding principles of Almighty God as the core of our values, inspired by the exercise of our universal right to self-determination as expressed in the referendum of 23 June 2000, with which we freely chose for the status of country within the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Resolved to work together with our partners in the Kingdom of the Netherlands, with our neighbors in French St. Martin, and with all peoples of the world on the basis of freedom, equality, peaceful coexistence, and international solidarity. Declare that we are a people that believe in the principle of democracy, the rule of law, the principle of segregation of powers, the dignity and value of the individual, the entitlement of all persons to the fundamental rights and freedoms. Resolved to provide for the continuing preservation of nature and the environment, declare that we wish to establish a constitutional order based on an open and accessible government, and therefore In order to record these goals and convictions, the following provisions have the force of law as the Constitution of St. Martin. End of quote. This 10th anniversary of Constitution Day has been themed Decadal Growth and Progress, owing to the fact that our young country, though in its infancy and tiny in size, is mighty in potential. During these last 10 years, though it may be hard to pinpoint, we can identify areas of growth and progress, as well as identify areas of improvement with the goal of standing on our own financially, responsibly, and sustainably, with the ability to handle external shocks independently. Those who came before us in the late 90s through the early 2000s had a clear vision of St. Martin as the financially prosperous island gem of the Dutch Caribbean. What we had not factored in, however, was the toll the lack of proper infrastructure, insufficient human capital, and political opportunism would have on our ability to grow into our vision of a successful country within the kingdom and into further self-governance. These issues have proven to be a huge challenge in this first decade of our growth and are matters we are still grappling with today. I could describe our journey during the last 10 years since achieving country status as a work in progress. In principle, there is nothing wrong with being a work in progress as long as we continue to be progressive. As I state this, I acknowledge and repeat that there is much work to be done. St. Martin, the most recent challenges we have faced and continue to face in 2020 are a subtle reminder that work needs to be done. Let us not forget that the words, semper progrediens, always moving forward, which is our motto. And so, for that very reason, as a people and as a country, we must never fighting to improve our way of life and striving to make St. Martin a better place for us today and for all future St. Martiners.
And SXM Daily News will feature more of the Prime Minister's speech in tomorrow's broadcast. Meanwhile, Chairman of Parliament, the Honorable Rolando Bryson, in his speech said that we have had our share of challenges, but there is much more that we can do to take us through the next 10 years. He elaborated further.
It is without a doubt been with many challenges that we as a people have had, not only to get to where we are as a country today, but even 10 years later, we know in self-reflection that there's more that we can do. But we need to take a moment to at least appreciate that the pioneers before us have even laid the path for us to be where we are today. The next generation of citizens, of politicians, I feel like it rests a lot on us to take us through the next 10 years as a country. Some of the things I would like to see. I would definitely like to see a fair justice system that focuses on remediation, something that is to uplift our people and still a sufficient deterrent for us not to commit any crimes and to be good citizens to each other. I would like to see a healthcare system, one that is fair and sustainable, that can keep our population healthy from a preventative standpoint, but also to keep us healthy in the unlikely case that we do get sick. I would like to see economic opportunities for all of us. We have done a lot to build our tourism product, but it is clear in the next 10 years, we have to do more than just tourism. And we as the next generation must realize that the sustainability of our economy is not just for us, but for our future as well. And the ability for everyone to live comfortable, to own a home, that is also something that we need to build for our people in St. Martin. I would also like to see a better relationship with our kingdom partners, one with fairness, one with equality, and one that can finally see St. Martin see its full right to self-determination, something that is a right of every country within the world. There are many things, people of St. Martin, that we can talk about that we know we need to improve on. But I think today I would encourage you all to just reflect on the fact that we have come a very long way and that the journey for another 10 years and beyond will rest with all of us. It is our responsibility to build this beautiful country, St. Martin, where it can truly be.
Now, turning to our weather forecast for October the 13th, 2020. A weak Atlantic high-pressure ridge will continue to generate mostly light winds across the region. Meanwhile, low-level moisture associated with a surface trough passing through the region may trigger a few showers across the local area. Seas will remain slight to moderate during the next few days. A tropical wave located about 750 miles east of the Windward Islands has a low chance, 30%, of formation through the next 5 days. So the outlook through Wednesday midday, partly cloudy with isolated showers. Now let's turn to your 3-day forecast. And still to come, MP for the UD elucidates on the various positions that she has held in government over the years. We'll have the details to that story and much more when SXM Daily News returns.
The innovative Banco Matico contactless smart card. Your Banco Matico smart card is now equipped with a contactless feature for payments, so get ready to tap and go. Contactless payments are fast, easy, secure, and accepted worldwide at all Maestro-enabled contactless terminals. Tap for transactions equivalent to or less than 100 NAF, or the US dollar equivalent. You will receive notifications via email anytime you tap. Tap, tap, and pay fast with WIB. For more information, visit our website at wib-bank.net. Tap and go with your partner in progress.
Welcome back, viewers. This is SXM Daily News. And as we continue now with more news on the 10-10-10 celebrations, Member of Parliament for the United Democrats, the Honorable Sarah Westcott Williams, also speaking on the occasion of Constitution Day, elucidated on the various positions that she has held in government over the past years.
I am Sarah Westcott Williams, currently a Member of Parliament for St. Martin, so one of the 15 members of Parliament. However, I have served during the period of being an island territory, so when St. Martin was part of the Netherlands Antilles. And thus, as commissioner during those days, I have also held several portfolios. A very important one for this interview is the portfolio of constitutional affairs, to which we will come back. I consider myself to have been very fortunate, and I was humbled by being able to serve the new country, St. Martin, as its first prime minister for a period of 4 years. However, in order to have reached that milestone of 2010 as country St. Martin, a lot had to happen during the years leading up to 10-10-10. Many persons have contributed during those years in order for us on that moment of the 10th of October 2010 to call ourselves country St. Martin within the Dutch Kingdom.
And also commemorating Constitution Day was Member of Parliament for the National Alliance, the Honorable William Marlin, who reflected on 10-10-10 and the role he played in St. Martin becoming a constituent state in the Kingdom of the Netherlands.
Talking about 10-10-10, when St. Martin became one of the constituent states in the Kingdom of the Netherlands, one would say, what role did you play? I've played several roles. The referendum actually began with the first referendum in 1994. At that time, I was a commissioner, just became commissioner in 1994 to the period of 1995. The late Vance James Jr. was the leader of the party then, and the party was also in the central government. That's how I was not in the central government. I gave up my seat to become a commissioner, and then Member of Parliament Roland Duncan, he assumed that seat in Parliament. We were also supporting the central government. So the central government, then headed by the late Prime Minister Miguel Pourier, he was pushing for a restructured Netherlands Antilles. That was actually the name of his party, Party for the Restructuring of the Netherlands Antilles. Vance and Roland were supportive of a restructured Netherlands Antilles. I actually was not. I thought we've had enough of it. It was a station passé. We should move on. But on the other hand, I was also always a party person, a party loyalist, if you would want to call it. So I did not want to rock the boat. And one time during an interview, I can remember skillfully dodging the bullet. And the interviewer asked me, why I was not on the campaign trail and if I was not supporting the restructuring of the Netherlands Antilles. And my answer to him was that I am a commissioner in the government of St. Martin. I'm dedicated to St. Martin. And whether we are independent St. Martin, we would need roads, schools, homes. We would need an educational system. Whether we are a restructured Antilles, the same would apply. And even if we become an independent St. Martin, the same would apply. So I am leaving the decision up to the people.
And still to come, local artist Timothy Dowling officially opens his St. Martin Art House and Art Gallery. And I'll have the details to that story when SXM Daily News returns. And welcome back, viewers. And in this health-related item, inspections have revealed that drums and car tires are a top source for mosquito breeding sites. 1 in 4 households have mosquito larvae. The vector control team will commence with district area assessments starting in the week of October the 12th in the following areas: Phillipsburg, Over the Bank, Point Blanche, Oyster Pond, and Guana Bay. Recently, the CPS Vector Control Team finished the first round of inspections. In total, the team inspected 933 premises, of which 235 houses were breeding mosquitoes, meaning that 1 in every 4 households was found positive with mosquito larvae. Of the 2,005 wet containers inspected, 582 were found positive. Among the most common breeding sites during this round of inspection are drums, tires, water tanks, and artificial containers used by families and individuals. Residents are requested to cooperate with the vector control team to remedy any issues that may arise and are requested to conduct a general cleanup of their premises. A bite by an infectious Aedes aegypti mosquito spreads diseases such as dengue, Zika, chikungunya, yellow fever, and malaria, and therefore it is crucial for every household to prevent its breeding. Every household must do its part to eliminate Aedes aegypti mosquito breeding sites. And as we end this edition of SXM Daily News for you for this evening, local artist Timothy Dowling opened his gallery and art studio on Saturday last, October the 10th, 2020. St. Martin Art House Gallery and art classes are now in session. The artist told SXM Daily News that this exhibition was something that he has been working on and wanted to exhibit since April earlier this year. He gave us a tour of the gallery.
This is an exhibition that I wanted to have in April, but because of COVID, I couldn't have it, so now I decided to have more artists instead of myself. So these are my paintings, some are oil, some are acrylic, and the ones down here are ceramic. So one of the invited artists that I have is a woodworker, and his name is Kenneth Sampson. And then the small lamps, which are very iconic to St. Martin because, look, you can see the number plate. See the St. Martin number plate? It's made from waste wood, and Nasha Kahi is responsible for this. It's really wonderful. I mean, they're so iconic. And then we have the other pieces, which are from Rasmusena here. And then we have my pieces. This is an oil painting from the French side on the beach, and some pencil drawings that I have. This piece I have here is the Salt Pond Goddess, and she was inspired from the Sowolichi stories. And I'm developing this new style, which is inspired from my new love of ceramics. So, yeah, and that's it. Thanks
That's
for
about it.
coming.
How is it going so far? How is the appearance of people? A lot of people came, even though it's a rainy day.
Of course, a lot of people I know came, and a lot of stuff has sold, so I'm happy. And I hope it's going to keep it going in that direction.
How many days are you going to be open? Because I understand you're going to be open tomorrow too as well.
Tomorrow as well, same time, 11 to 4. So
11 to 4.
stop by, and afterwards you can also, I'll be here for 2 weeks. You can still see the exhibition, but over here I have the open day, so you're just welcome to come.
Congratulations, Timothy. We are very happy for you and very proud of you. And with that, viewers, brings us to the end of this edition of SXM Daily News for you for this evening. I am Valerie Van Putten, thanking you so much for joining me this evening. And just a reminder that this and other programs are available online. Simply log on to stmartinmediacenter.com for viewing. And on behalf of the SXM Daily News team, we thank you for watching and plan on meeting you right back here again tomorrow.